Hey guys, it's Steven here. Welcome back to another match preview. The games just never stop coming. I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of match preview, watch along, reaction, match preview, watch along, reaction. Football is coming thick and fast, as is Sam Allardyce. Manchester City play West Brom tomorrow away at the Hawthorns, and this is going to be a very interesting game. After that weird game against Cheltenham, which we got through, we've got a chance to make it 11 consecutive wins in all competitions, so it's going to be absolutely fascinating. Of course, as well, last time round it was 0-0 in a game I actually got Slaven Bilic to sack, so this is going to be a very interesting return leg, so to speak, in the Premier League. I hope you're all well. Don't forget as well, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the daily videos that I'm doing. More than daily, I'm doing two or three videos a day at the moment, so make sure to hit the like button as well and get me to 50k. I'm closing in every single minute. It'd be great to get there. Big love to everyone who's already hit the subscribe button, of course. But today we're going to preview this game. I'm going to start initially with the press conference thoughts and all that kind of stuff and what this game means. Well, it means quite a lot. Obviously, if we win, we get a chance to go top of the table yet again before Man United play against Sheffield United, which of course will probably be a victory for United, but it would be sweet to get that 11 consecutive win in a row and of course another win in a row in the Premier League and get to the top of the table, even if it is just for 24 hours, so I can whip out that top of the league headliner, because think about Sterling being top of the league and all that kind of stuff. Guardiola was talking quite a lot about confidence and United in the press conference. He said, and quote, he said, "The results give you an incredible confidence boost. Results make you play good, or do you play good and get results?" Which is very philosophical, chicken and the egg situation. But you know, he's right in general. Like as I said a billion times before, confidence, success breeds success. You know, winning is a drug, and they really do crave it. He went on to say, "The Premier League leader is Man United. We have the same games. We'll see then. But for now, we are not top, and the difference in the top six is so small. I don't see the table like I didn't watch it much when we were 12. I don't see the table like I didn't watch it much when we were 12 and 9 points behind the leaders." Don't get his point there, but okay. Anyway, he's right in general about obviously City being confident now. They are a different team. And he went back and pointed out when he reckons that changed. He said the win against Southampton was a turning point. Once again, I quote, he said, "I think Southampton was one of the turning points of how difficult it was. They were incredibly top form. After the game against Newcastle in the process, we started to play better and the results gave us confidence. We were far from the top of the league and we started getting closer. The team slept better, trained better. You always ask about the past. I'm not a big fan of this because it's the past and the next one is important." It is indeed, and it does seem like that game obviously was a game that Manchester City, the fans were a little bit nervous about against a very good Southampton side, and that was likely a turning point. Now, of course, we've got West Brom. He talked a bit about West Brom as well. He said, "We have to play a little bit better than the last meeting. We had chances to win the game at the end, but the way we played was not good. I know how good Allardyce teams are at set pieces, throw-ins, corners. I imagine they work this week to punish us in this way. They attack the channel. They have incredibly fast players, but at the same time, you have to look for weak spots." Absolutely spot on, Guardiola. And I'm sure as much research as Allardyce is doing, Guardiola is doing just as much. In terms of the team news, nothing was particularly said, but we know, of course, City will be out with Kevin De Bruyne for at least the next 3 or 4 weeks. Hopefully no longer than that. De Bruyne is a massive blow that we know, but obviously we have players who can step into his shoes, and still no Aguero, who cannot really catch a break at the moment, given just as he was getting over his injuries, he got a positive COVID test, and unfortunately he's not particularly, he did get a little bit of symptoms as well. I don't know if I'm sure he's okay generally, but he did feel a little bit knackered, unfortunately, so he's not available either. Kyle Walker, of course, missed the Cheltenham game after getting the kick on the butt, right, Nicola?
A knee in the butt.
A knee in the butt, sorry, a knee in the butt. I get it wrong every single time. Sometimes life just needs you in the butt, right? That's the quote. Either way, Kyle Walker missed the Cheltenham game, but he could be back for this one. Though Nathan Ake apparently is still sidelined through injury. And we know Laporte, of course, is back. And other than that, it's pretty much as you were. I think the squad is really kind of looking relatively strong at the moment. We've got most players back, but I say that, but then I forgot we've lost Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero. Naff. In terms of the lineup, I think this one is relatively predictable, really. Obviously, it's going to be Ederson Moraes in goal. Eddie will be in goal. There's absolutely no doubts about that. Stefan's fine, but Ederson steps into the Premier League, as we know. The back four, the only debate I've got here is whether Walker will play in my head. And because if Walker plays, it means Cancelo plays left back. But I've got a feeling Walker will probably end up sitting this one on the bench, because obviously he took a little bit of a knock the other day, a knee to the butt to get it correct. So I think Walker will probably sit on the bench here. I'm going to say Cancelo Diaz and Stones, Nestor Maldini, you know, the usual, the rock-solid pairing at the back, with Zinchenko at left-back. I think he's in good form. I can see Zinchenko getting the nod here. But having said that, if Walker's deemed fit, he'd be Cancelo left-back and Walker at right-back. And Cancelo, by the way, the other day when he came on, once again, it is worth repeating that Cancelo was absolutely fantastic, and his kind of like quasi right-back stroke midfielder, stroke attacking midfielder, stroke right-back position, genuinely fantastic, and he's like he's fully sold on this kind of Guardiola way of football also. It's like something's clicked in his head, Cancelo, and suddenly he feels like he belongs in this team, and he's found his unique identity. Like, of course, Gundogan, who I think will be in midfield. I reckon Rodri will anchor. I think Fernando will drop out for this game. Rodri will come back into the team for this game. And I think Gundogan will be there after, once again, another great cameo against Cheltenham. He's in great form at the moment. I think Bernardo will step into midfield in the place of Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo was fantastic, of course, against Villa. This is a good chance for Bernardo now to really kind of hammer home that improvement of form that he's under at the moment. So Bernardo will start this one, and I think he's in his right position as well, in terms of his probably favourite position at the moment, that kind of inside right attacking midfielder role. And he'll be great there, hopefully, alongside Gundogan. A bit of guile and a bit of energy. For both, I guess, at the moment. And then in the front three, well, I can see Foden starting on the left again here. And I reckon Raheem Sterling will start over on the right. With Jesus through the middle. So I think that's the obvious one there. I think basically Jesus will come in for the missing Kevin De Bruyne slot. It could be Mahrez, of course, but I don't think Mahrez particularly enamoured himself to Guardiola based on the Cheltenham performance. I could be wrong there, but he was poor in my personal opinion. And Torres was fine, but I can't really see him kind of getting into the starting lineup either. I could be wrong, but that's what I reckon will happen. Foden, Sterling, Jesus, Eddie, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko and Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo. Let me know down in the comments what you make of that team. What is your lineup going to be? That's not my lineup. That's what I think will happen, by the way, as opposed to what I would choose. That's probably what I would choose, actually, as well. So it's a pretty strong team going all out. In terms of the opposition view, well, they're in weird form, West Brom, of course. They got Slaven Bilic got the sack after drawing against Man City 1-0 back in December, and that was a very frustrating game. Then Allardyce came in, and it's been a mixed bag for Allardyce so far. Getting battered by Aston Villa, there's no shame in that. They're a very good side, Aston Villa. They did do us a massive favour and get a point off Liverpool at Anfield as well. Then they got spanked by Leeds 5-0, got spanked by Arsenal 4-0. They went out of the FA Cup on penalties against Blackpool, so it's not looking good. They did get a slight reprieve, beating their obviously Midlands rivals Wolves 3-2 away as well at Molineux. And then, of course, they did pretty well against West Ham initially before succumbing to West Ham's pretty informed side at the moment, losing 2-1. So, in general, they haven't been great, but there've been some moments where they've had a couple of points, but it's not really changed yet. Guardiola as well did talk about Big Sam. He said Allardyce is a genius to take teams when everyone believes it's over. It happens once, twice, 3 times. You can't say it's lucky. He's done it so many times. He had good results, bad results, like everyone. It is not easy to take over a team during the season. But against Wolves, Liverpool and other clubs, he got good results. West Brom drew against us here, drew against Chelsea. So he knows, obviously, that Allardyce is going to be up to his Allardyce kind of tricks. We can't really sugarcoat their form. Only Sheffield United have lost more games in the Premier League this season than the Baggies. They're really, really struggling in general. Let me look at the table. I've not even seen how many points clear. They are currently 6 points behind Brighton, who are currently 17th. So they've got there are a couple of wins off from staying up, but it's very possible. It's Allardyce, you can manage it. But they are a point behind Fulham, 6 points behind Brighton, and 6 clear of Sheffield United at the bottom, who are absolutely abysmal. You've also got a really bad home goal difference of -19. Which is by far the worst in the division. So they aren't in great form. But of course, they've got some decent players who will look to affect us. I think Colin Grant's back. Dean Garner and Townsend are both injured. I think Snodgrass is going to return as well for them. So they've got some good players there. But I think Manchester City should be favourites really here. Obviously will be favourites. In terms of my prediction, I can see Man City winning this. I'm hoping to be pretty comfortable. Obviously, it's Sam Allardyce, so you do fear the worst. You fear some kind of Allardyce special or City just leaving the shooting boots at home, which is a relatively common thing. And West Brom scrawping another 0-0. But I do think the fact that the West Brom game has happened and we did draw there, a draw initially against them, is enough for a reason for Manchester City to be really up for this. This is a team that is confident at the moment, and I feel a little bit buoyed by Diaz, Cancelo, And Bernardo and Foden's form the other day against Cheltenham when one Foden started, of course, and the other 3 came on. So I feel like we've got enough here. I'm going to go for a Manchester City win, 3-0 here. I reckon it should be comfortable. It might not be. They might surprise us, but this is a game for City to, once again, if they're professional, which they will be, because they seem to be a very focused side at the moment, I can't really see this going too wrong. They're not a massive goal threat, West Brom. Of course, they'll attack us in set pieces and down the channels, but they're not a massive goal threat. This could be famous last words. Watson score 4 or something now and then. But in general, in terms of the form, we should be looking at 11 wins in a row here in all competitions. Come on, City. Come on, City. It'd be nice. Of course, as well, I'll be back later on for a transfer target video, so make sure, if you want to get your questions in, use the Snickers. Tweet me at Stephen McInerney. Use the Snickers fan line, hashtag fan line, to get your questions in. Thank you to all the patrons scrolling down the side of the screen. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your predictions, and I'll catch you later on for another video. Go check out the videos from yesterday as well while you're at it. In a bit.